Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. Most of you probably saw some of my videos on the Bear Creek Arsenal 450 Bushmaster complete upper assembly that I bought last fall. I've done a series on it and I'm actually not through with that yet. I've still got another video or two that I'm going to put in that mix. But you guys aren't the only ones that saw those videos. The guys over at Bear Creek Arsenal have been watching too, and they got in touch with me and asked me if I'd be interested in taking a look at another one of their complete upper assemblies. Of course, I said, yeah, that's a no-brainer. But so what I done is I chose the 458 SOCOM so that we could do some comparisons with the 450 Bushmaster. A lot of people don't understand the differences between the two. I thought if I got one set up in a similar configuration, we could do some tests and kind of compare the two and see how they pan out. So this is the complete upper. I have had it out of the box, but I've never shot it. I've never even put it into the lower receiver. So it's just like it came when I got it out of the box. Let's set this to the side here. For those of you that maybe don't know, this is what the 458 SOCOM round looks like. That's a 300 grain Hornady jacketed hollow point. And this, I don't want to get into too much comparisons on this video because I'm going to do some comparison videos later and go over the ballistics between the two rounds. But this is the 450 Bushmaster. As you can see just from looking at it, it's set up very similar to my 450 Bushmaster complete upper assembly. Same barrel length, same handguard, all that. And I selected that purposely so that when we do some comparison videos between the two, they'll be coming from nearly identical setups. All right, so just a real quick overview here of the complete upper assembly. It does have an 18-inch barrel, CMV steel, 1 in 14 twist rate. It's got just a standard birdcage flash hider on it. The handguard is a 15-inch, and it is M-LOK cut for M-LOK accessories. The rail on the handguard matches up very well with the Picatinny rail on the upper receiver. Of course, the upper receiver does have a shell deflector, forward assist, dust cover. The little square on it tells us that it was forged in Michigan by Brass Aluminum Forging Enterprises. Of course, you got your charging handle, just a standard run-of-the-mill charging handle. Nothing too fancy there, but just a standard charging handle. Got your bolt carrier group, looks very well machined. As you can see, it has been test fired. You can see some powder residue and a little dirt and grime there. I don't know how many rounds they put through in testing. We'll see if we can pull the bolt out. We've got a screwdriver here that pin's a little tight. There we go. So, firing pin. Here's our bolt. Got our MPI stamp on there that tells us that this was magnetic particle inspected. So that's pretty good. That's a premium that some people pay for. It is labeled 450/458. Try to get this bolt carrier group back together. I really appreciate Bear Creek Arsenal for sending this complete upper assembly over for us to take a look at. I'll be treating it the same way I did the 450 Bushmaster upper assembly that I bought last fall, so it's not going to get any kind of special treatment because they sent it over, and they're aware of that. But if it performs anywhere near as well as the 450 Bushmaster upper, I'll be very, very happy with it. because the 450 is it's a very accurate upper, and it's ran very good. So let's try. I'm going to pop this off the receiver. I've never installed this on the lower, and these two for now will be sharing this lower. I am building yet another lower, a complete lower, so you'll see it soon. Those pins are stiff. So let's see how this thing fits into the Bushmaster multi-caliber lower receiver here. Pins popped right in. Nice and tight. Very little play there. There's a little bit, but nothing out of the ordinary. All right. So I can't wait to get this thing out to the range and get to shooting it. And that being said, show you guys what I want to do here. I've got the Redfield Revolution on the primary arms mount on the 450. So I bought me another primary arms mount, exact same mount that I'm going to put on the 458. These are budget mounts, but they're pretty good. I've had good luck with them in the past. The only complaints or negative reviews that I've read about these mounts is people twisting these bolts off. And that's because they put a nice large bolt head on here, and people just think that they can grab a big long wrench out of the toolbox and really crank down on it, and they'll break the bolts that way. If you stick with about 35 inch-pounds, will not have that problem. And overall, they've been pretty good mounts for me. And I chose a very similar scope. This one, I've got the Redfield Revolution 3x9x40. Optics Planet sent me over a Vortex Diamondback, and it also is a 3x9x40. Brand new, hasn't been mounted yet. You guys will be seeing soon a review on the scope. I chose the 3x9x40 because that's what I've also got on the 450 Bushmaster. It runs the Redfield Revolution 3x9x40. So I'm going to do a review on this Vortex Diamondback 3x9x40, and then I'm going to do a head-to-head between it and the Redfield Revolution 3x9x40. They are both almost identical in price. They're in that under $200 price range. I think they're both excellent value scopes, so I want to kind of pit them head-to-head and see how that comes out. Now, you guys that shop at Optics Planet, you know that you can go over there and pretty much anything on the website, when you buy, you can put in the code Buffalo and you'll get 5% off. Well, Vortex is one of those items that you can't use the code Buffalo on. You have to use the code Buffalo Vortex. Vortex has a little different setup than the other companies do, so have to use a different code for those. You'll still get your 5% discount, just different code. I'll always have both codes in the description of my videos. So thanks Optics Planet for sending this over. I'm going to hook it up on the 458 SOCOM. We're going to get this thing to the range, get it zeroed, and that'll be the next video you see on this upper assembly. We'll be out zeroing it. So that's all I wanted to show you for today. Appreciate you guys following me, especially all my patrons over on Patreon. You guys are killing it. I can't say thank you enough. I try to thank you every video. Sometimes I forget, get in a hurry and leave it out. So thank you. That's all I got, and I'll talk with y'all again soon.